Trailblazers, who are in a absolute slump. And just kind of go into a little bit more detail about that. They've lost, I believe, 7 out of the last 8 or 8 out of the last 9. Either way, it's not good. And then I also have a question posed by one of my followers, Portland Baseball Club owner Joe Taylor, who's more of a Seattle-based fan. He posed the question, should the Seattle Mariners go after Edwin Encarnacion, the big-time free agent slugger, formerly of the Toronto Blue Jays? But before we go in too much into the baseball talk, let's start with basketball. And the Portland Trailblazers lost last night. They played the Dallas Mavericks in Portland after their 3-game road trip where they lost all 3. This was the second game of a back-to-back. They played the Kings on Tuesday. The Mavericks last night have an off day today before facing the Spurs tomorrow. But you lose 96-95 on your home court. And, it's just been how the season has been going for Portland. For once, they held the team under 100 points. So, you got to be, I guess if there's a positive about last night's game, it's got to be that. You're not giving up 130 points a game. So there's a small positive. But like I said, they lost 96-95. And for Dallas Mavericks, Harrison Barnes paced the way with 28 points, with 10 of 22 from the field. So, he's the big contributor, especially with Dirk still sidelined. But he got a lot of help. Darren Williams had a great game, 23 points, had 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Seth Curry came off the bench and provided 12 points as well in 24 minutes. So, a lot of good, well-rounded production from this Dallas Mavericks team. You had 4 guys in double figures. Former Blazer Wesley Matthews tied a game high with 41 minutes, and he went 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. So Wesley Matthews doing his job. Darren Williams, like I said, 23, 5 and 5. Harrison Barnes, 28.7 rebounds. And then Seth Curry went 4 of 10 with 12 points. All 4 field goals coming by the 3-ball. And on the Blazer side, Damian Lillard doing what he does best, and that's score, led the way with 29 points for a game high and a team high, but just couldn't do it. CJ McCollum had himself a rough night, 5 for 16, only 13 points. And what's weird is Portland went with a 8-man rotation. Ed Davis, Shabazz Napier, and Alan Crabb were the 3 off the bench. Leonard didn't play, Vonleh didn't play, Layman, Connaughton, and Quarterman. All got DNPs last night. So, going with the smaller rotation, really relying on those minutes. Crabb played 37 off the bench. Plumlee had 29 as a starter. He went 10 and 7. But decent production. But when you're letting teams shoot 42%, you're not going to win too much. Portland just couldn't do it. I think the big thing that really jumped out to me was the rebounding. Well, it's still a surprise. Portland out-rebounded Dallas 52-47 last night, but still couldn't close it out. Let's see how many of those were offensive rebounds. 10 offensive rebounds for the Mavericks opposed to the 9 Blazer offensive rebounds. So, those offensive rebounds are huge. I'm assuming, I didn't watch the game, so I'm assuming that those second chance points, really paid dividends for this Mavericks team. So once again, I think you need to find that big low post player. I know I've talked about Nerlens Noel going to the Blazers, and it's looking better and better each day when they continue to lose and give up big points. But 96-95 was the final score for